everyone, and welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a deep dive into the world of sprinting.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah, we've got articles and videos all about this incredible new runner named Gout Gout.
Gout.
Gout, yeah.
Okay, I heard that name.
Yeah, and we're going to be looking at how his rise is kind of intertwined with Usain Bolt's legacy.
Interesting. So like the old guard?
Exactly, the changing of the guard.
And the new blood.
And get this, Bolt is actually acknowledging Gout's talent and even drawing some parallels between them, which I think is super fascinating.
I want to hear this.
Yeah. I'm really excited to dig into all this with you, especially those comparisons.
All right, let's do it.
So Gout, he's only 16 years old.
Wow, 16.
16. And he's already making waves with some mind-blowing times.
I'll bet.
I mean, have you seen his 10.29 in the 100?
10.29. That's got to be
That's incredible.
Challenging some of the,
absolutely
veterans on the circuit.
Yeah, he's challenging, everyone's personal bests.
Seriously.
And you remember that 20.87 he ran in the 200?
When he was 15.
When he was only 15?
Only the third person ever to break the 21-second barrier at that age.
It's unbelievable.
It's amazing.
And with the Under-20 World Athletics Championship in Peru coming up, everyone is on the edge of their seats.
Stage.
Big stage. This is
future Olympians.
Yeah, this is the proving ground for future Olympians and world champions.
Exactly.
So we've got a potential superstar on our hands.
Definitely.
But here's where it gets really interesting.
Okay.
Usain Bolt, the legend himself, is not only watching Gout's rise, but he's actually weighing in on his performance.
What do you think that means?
I think it says a lot about Bolt's character.
I think so too.
You know, there's a certain generosity in acknowledging a rising talent like that.
Especially when
you're still
you're still at the top.
Considered one of the greatest.
Exactly.
I think it shows that he really cares.
I think so too.
About the future of the sport. You know, he even called Gout his mini-me.
Oh my gosh, stop.
Which I thought was pretty funny.
That's hilarious.
Coming from the guy who,
Mr. Speed himself.
Redefined speed.
Yeah.
I mean,
calling someone else mini-me.
I know.
It's great.
But I also think there's a deeper meaning behind that comment.
What do you think?
It's like a symbolic passing of the torch.
Ooh, I like that.
You know?
Yeah.
Acknowledging Gout as a potential heir.
Like the heir apparent.
Yeah, to his throne.
Interesting. I like that.
And speaking of passing the torch, there's a fascinating parallel here.
Oh.
You know, while Gout is on the rise, Bolt is actually facing his own
what?
Unexpected challenge.
Oh no, what is it? Yeah, so Usain Bolt,
known for his lightning speed.
Right, the fastest man alive.
Is dealing with gout.
Oh, the irony.
I know.
That's wild.
Which, can really limit mobility.
Wow.
It's this reminder that even the greatest athletes are human.
Yeah, they're just like us.
And they face health hurdles.
They do.
Just like the rest of us.
That's true.
It really makes you wonder how Bolt's experience with gout might actually affect his perspective on mentoring a young sprinter like Gout.
That is fascinating.
Yeah.
I hadn't thought about that.
It's almost like there's this hidden layer to their connection.
Okay.
We're not just talking about legend passing the torch, but someone who's now dealing with
his own
a physical
limitations,
potentially helping a young athlete navigate the peak of physical prowess.
Wow, that's heavy.
I know.
That's really interesting.
It's a lot to unpack there.
It is.
So we'll definitely dive into that a little bit more.
Think about that a little bit more.
Yeah.
For sure. It really does make you think, huh?
It does. It makes you think about, Gout kind of stepping into those shoes.
Yeah, will he be able to,
will he be able to handle it?
Fill those shoes.
And it brings us to another interesting point.
Okay.
We've talked about, Gout adopting Bolt's explosive starts. But what about, the mental game?
Oh, yeah. That's huge.
Handling the pressure.
Absolutely.
Of expectations.
That's a whole other beast.
That's a whole other hurdle for a young athlete.
Bro.
He's only 16.
16.
And there's already all this talk about him being the next Usain Bolt.
A lot of pressure.
That kind of pressure could be crushing for some.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, just think about how you felt.
Oh, totally. I can't even imagine in, track and field
all
those years ago.
It's a lot.
I know you thrive on competition.
Yeah.
But even you've said, like,
oh, yeah,
sometimes the pressure can just get...
It can get intense.
Too intense.
Absolutely.
And that's where mentorship becomes so crucial.
So important, yeah.
Bolt's been there.
He's done it.
Done that.
He knows.
He knows what it's like.
Exactly.
To be in the spotlight.
To have the world watching you.
To have the weight of a nation on your shoulders.
Totally.
If he can guide Gout Gout through those mental challenges, teach him how to, like, you know...
Embrace it.
Embrace the pressure and use it to his advantage. Yeah. That's going to be invaluable.
It's priceless.
But is there a risk?
That's a good question.
You know?
Yeah.
Constantly being compared to a legend like Bolt. Yeah. Could that backfire?
Potentially.
Could it make Gout himself?
Yeah. Make him feel like he's always...
Like he's in the shadow.
In someone's shadow.
Of a giant.
Yeah.
It's possible.
It's a valid concern.
It is.
But, you know, from what we've seen of Gout so far, he seems to have, like, a remarkable sense of focus and self-assurance.
I've noticed that, too.
He's not letting the hype get to him.
He's pretty grounded.
Yeah. In fact, it seems like he's using it...
Like fuel.
As fuel.
Yeah.
Remember that interview where he said,
oh, yeah,
I admire Bolt, but I'm running my own race?
Powerful statement.
Yeah.
Very powerful.
So he's clearly aware of the comparisons. Yeah. But he's also determined to forge his own path. And that's exactly what he needs to do.
He can't just be...
He can't just try to be the next Usain Bolt. Right. He needs to be Gout Gout, you know?
He's got to be himself.
Embrace his own unique strengths. And blame. Yeah. But is it possible?
Is it possible for Gout? Gout.
To step out of that shadow.
To truly step out of that shadow and create...
his own legacy.
His own legacy.
How
can he avoid...
Not just be the guy after Bolt.
Simply being the guy
who came after Bolt. That's a big question.
Right.
I think that's the
challenge,
isn't it?
He needs to
define his own era.
Define his own era.
Break new ground. Maybe even push the sport. In a new direction. We haven't even thought of yet.
I haven't even considered yet.
Right.
And that's what's so exciting.
So exciting about all this.
About this.
We're on the cusp.
Of something.
Potentially groundbreaking. Think about it.
What do you think?
What do you think will be
the defining characteristic
of
Gout Gout's career?
What's
going to set him apart?
What will set him apart?
I think that's the question in everyone's mind right now.
Yeah, it really is a question for the ages, isn't it?
It is.
Like, it's like we're watching a sports movie in real time. Yeah. With Gout Gout kind of writing the script.
As he goes.
Yeah.
That's a great way to put it.
But I gotta admit, like, this whole conversation about legacy has me thinking, what makes an athlete truly legendary?
That's a good question.
Like, is it all about just shattering records?
Is it all about the numbers?
Yeah. Or is there something more to it?
I think it's about impact, you know?
Okay.
It's about inspiring people, changing the game.
Okay.
Leaving a mark that goes, like, beyond the stats and the medals.
So
it's not just about winning. No. There's got to be something else.
There's got to be
something that makes them stand the test of time.
Right. That makes an athlete stand the test of time.
Exactly.
Think about athletes like Muhammad Ali.
Yes.
Or Serena Williams.
Yeah.
Like, they transcended.
Their sports. They became
cultural icons.
Symbols
of something
way bigger
than themselves.
For sure.
Because they stood
for something.
Right?
Yeah, they weren't afraid.
To use their platform.
To
challenge the status quo.
To speak out. To challenge the status quo.
Absolutely.
They had this incredible ability.
They could connect with people.
On
a deeper level.
To
inspire change.
Spark conversations. About bigger things.
That went beyond.
Beyond the court, beyond the ring.
The field of play.
Yeah.
Which makes you think about Bolt and his work, you know?
Oh, yeah.
With various charities.
Yeah.
And his outspokenness about...
Social issues.
Yeah. I mean, those things absolutely...
They absolutely contributed
to his legacy.
Yeah.
So Gout, if he wants
to be remembered...
To be remembered.
As a legend.
As a legend.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not just about
beating Bolt's time.
Beating Bolt's time.
In the 100.
In the 100.
It might be more than that.
Maybe it's about using his platform to make a difference.
A difference in the world.
In the world.
Yeah.
Maybe it's about inspiring.
Inspiring a whole generation.
A new generation of athletes.
To dream big.
To not just
run fast.
But to dream big.
And to stand up.
For what they believe in.
For sure.
And maybe. Just maybe.
He shows us something.
It's about showing us.
Brand new.
Something we've never seen before.
On the track.
A
new style.
A new technique.
A new technique.
Pushes the boundaries.
Something that pushes the boundaries.
Of what's possible.
Of what we thought was humanly possible.
Imagine that.
A
move so innovative.
Yeah.
So electrifying.
That
it just becomes.
That it becomes synonymous.
Synonymous with his name.
With Gout's name.
Yeah.
Something that.
Future sprinters.
Try
to emulate. Just like
It's like how they studied
Bolt.
Bolt's signature style.
That would be wild.
Wow.
Would it?
That would be incredible.
Yeah.
But you know what?
What?
Even if he doesn't
reinvent sprinting?
Yeah. Even if he, quote unquote,
only breaks a few records.
Ends up breaking a few records.
Yeah. I think
Gout's story
is already inspiring.
Is already incredibly inspiring.
Yeah. Absolutely.
He's a testament
to hard work.
To the power of hard work.
Dedication.
And raw talent. He's got it.
He's just getting started.
Who
knows what he'll do.
Who knows what amazing feats
years to come
he'll accomplish in the years to come.
It's exciting.
This has been such an insightful,
such a good conversation.
Deep dive.
Yeah.
Thanks for
having me.
Sharing your expertise.
It's my pleasure.
And for navigating this fascinating.
It's a fascinating story.
Story with me.
I'm glad we got to dive in.
So there you have it.
There you go.
A glimpse into the future of sprinting.
The future.
With Gout poised.
Ready to take the world by storm. To take center stage.
Yeah.
We've covered his incredible speed. The looming presence.
Of Bolt's legacy.
Of Usain Bolt's legacy.
Mm-hmm. And the intangible qualities.
But it was intangible qualities.
That make an athlete.
A legend.
Truly unforgettable.
Now,
the question we leave you with is this.
What's the question?
What will Gout's legacy be? Keep watching.
Keep watching.
Because this story...
It's only just beginning.
It's just beginning to unfold.